So welcome back to my channel. This is Gamer Dom, and this is our old friend Shoot the Scoot driving the Tier 7 American reward tank, the HTC, the T28 HTC. This is the second reward tank you get when you work your way through the missions. First up is the Stug, then there's this, and it's a relatively rare beastie on the battlefield. I don't know why, because actually I think it's a great little tank. It's an assault gun. It's a Tier 7 American assault gun, classified as a tank destroyer, obviously. And its feature is it has a nice big gun, 105mm I think it is. So big boomstick and really good frontal armour. When you're coming up against lower tier or even same tier tanks, they really struggle to pen you unless they aim at the weak spots, and nobody knows where the weak spots are, but I'll let you know. They're those little boobies, little machine gun things on the side of the tank. They are very weak. But because this thing is fairly rare, not many people know that, and because they don't come up against them, and if you don't come up against them, you don't know how to shoot them. Obviously the other option is circle them and hit them with artillery, but they're actually surprisingly mobile, these things. They spin around quite well, so it's quite difficult to outflank them. Anyway, we're here on Ensk. I was in this game. I'm in the FV201, the or A45 as it's called, the British heavy tank, premium heavy tank, Tier 7, and Tralaland is in the T25-2. Both, I went right, and the guys basically headed through the railway line through the middle. And there's that gun in action. Look at that. Boom. 293 on that Su-144 tank. Very dangerous tank destroyer, that one. And they pushed basically straight through the middle. Nobody was guarding the railway tracks for the enemy team. Doesn't that often happen? Meanwhile, my flank, I'm working my way down with a whole load of friends on the other side. But the city is not looking good. Look at that. They have completely surrounded the tanks we sent into the city. And Ensk is really, well, actually I think Ensk is won or lost by the field, less than the city, but you do need to compete. There you go, finishes off the Su, but unfortunately our supporting tanks out on this flank have died. Shootout with us with the WZ-131, well, there was only going to be one winner there. The WZ either didn't have the time to aim for his weak spots or just didn't really know where to shoot, so Shoot was able to take him down with a headshot. Right, now he's in a bit of a problem. Now you can see the enemy have broken our, there's only a Lorraine who's about to die. Trala's saying come back. I'm heading back with a VK, but Trala's just died, which is not so great. There is enemy tanks virtually in our cap. The city has fallen, and Shoot's in a bit of a predicament. This thing isn't fast, although it spins around relatively well. It's not a speedy tank, and he can't really afford to turn around and head back down the railway tracks towards our cap and support me, or would have been Trala, because there's an IS, there's a Scorpion G comeback, there's an IKV, all heading his way, and they'll get up his Jaxi. And as I say, the HTC has great armour, but like everything else, it's pretty shit on the rear. Unlucky there on the IS. IS popped round the corner. Shoot put a nice shell into him, but the tracks ate it, which is frustrating. Makes a bit of a boo-boo here. Aims badly there. Should have aimed it for the lower plate. As you saw, there was a temporary green on the cursor, but then he actually ended up hitting the top plate of that Russian tank destroyer, and it bounced off. However, he didn't take a hit himself. You can get the IKV's side there, puts a nice shell into here. The Scorpion G, I don't know why he took so long to pull the trigger there, but he managed to miss. The IS managed to hit the building, so it's all good at the moment. In that melee, I died against an IS back in the cap area, so it's just Shoot and Scoot, and the T44. There goes our VK 4503. So it's now 3 plays 2. We've got a UDES, but he's stuck up right up in the far end, and as we know, they're not great in a brawl. There's the Su. That's better. Hit him in the lower area of the plate, or even the join between the upper and the lower plate, and made a nice mess of him. But shame, it only left him on 9 health. should really have loaded an HE shell there. You can see there's a T32, there's a SU and an IS, all on very, very low health. But none of them want to push round because they know that the first one to come round is their game's over. And they're playing this really, really badly. They should. Somebody's got to make an effort here. There goes our UDES. So it's 2 versus 5. The T44-100 is covering Shoot's back, which is great. But he knows that T32 and the SU are about to come this way. And the IS is also there. He's finally reloaded with HE, which is the best move, because this is I think it's 105mm gun, so it will automatically kill these guys. He side scrapes, but that's not going to do against HE. Now watch this. Yeah, so what happened there was the IS saw that Shoot had fired and pulled around to get a shot on him. The SU didn't see him coming and managed to kill his own player. That was interesting as well. The SU didn't fire at Shoot, he fired at the T44-100. Now Shoot is against 2 tanks, well, now only 1, because there goes the SU. Can he spin round in time? Can he spin round in time? One shot into the T25-2, was unlucky not to pen him there. Can they beat each other? No, T25-2 again didn't know where to hit him, and he took him down for a 6th kill. GG, well played. So it was only a first class, but a cracking finale at the end there. It was very, very tense. We thought we were done for. And it was only really the 2 factors really. Those very low health tanks didn't want to push because they knew they were all one shots and were dead because they were on such low health. And also when finally someone did act, the T32 made a move for it. Shoot took him down, and the IS saw that happen, pulled round the corner ready to unload, and got shot in the arse by his own SU, and that killed him. And that basically gave Shoot enough time to reload and then kill both the SU and then also the T25-2, who finally made a move, but just obviously didn't know where to hit the HTC, and that was it, game over. So he managed to claw a victory from what looked like it was going to be a defeat at one point. He ended up with first class. He got shell-proof, duelist, fire for effect, Spartan and Top Gun. Finished up top of the tree, 1,780 damage, 6 kills, 1155 base XP. Where did I finished middle of the pack, only 687 and a kill, and Trala just slightly below me, 735 and a kill. So we did reasonably, but it was really Shoot carried us there, definitely, for the only time that evening, obviously, because we were far better. He fired 14 shots, hit with 13, penned with 10, and even got a bit of splash damage as well when he was firing HE for that 1,780 damage. He took 9 hits, 3 of which penned, 6 did not. Particularly some of the earlier and later shots, they clearly didn't know where to hit him, and he took full advantage of that, blocking 1,100 damage. 33,700 credits. He did fire some premium. It kept his premium on a bit long there. I think probably would have been way better to have switched to HE a little bit sooner, but he did finally, and ended up taking down the last couple of tanks and making a whopping 2,400 credits in the bargain. It was obviously a ×5 victory time, with the bonus for being a platoon and a premium tank. He made a very hefty 9,099 XP for his crew. Would have been 6,000 if he hadn't been running a premium tank. So there you go, that was Shoot in the T28 Concept, the HTC, coming to our rescue like a knight in shining armour, or at least sort of camo armour. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Lots of new subscribers. Thank you for everybody who's joined the channel recently. If you've watched any of these videos, you'll know we're all about showing average players playing good games and helping each other to learn without criticizing too much play style. So If you've got a game that you really think is you're really excited about and pleased with, and you played well, and or something funny happened, please upload it to WoT Replays. Send me the link, not the game file, just send me the link to gamerdom13@gmail.com, and I'll take a look at it, and if I think it's going to be fun or exciting, I'll stick it up on the channel. In the meantime, enjoy your games, have fun, try not to take it too seriously, and I'll see you again soon. This is GamerDom, signing out.